Hey guys, so today is the day. Today I am starting my first garden. I'm so excited about this, guys, because my first memories of my grandparents' house, those long summers in the 80s, was watching my grandmother in her garden. She wouldn't let me bother anything, mess with anything, but just being able to watch her, and then later on, my own mother, when she made her garden, I was able to help, and I remember it just being so amazing to be able to eat what you grow, to just go out and to just pick a vegetable and eat what you grow. Now, since this is my first round at this, okay, because I've only done indoor planting, and I've just gotten that down really good. Um, I'm choosing to start with these 10-gallon grow bags. All right. Um, so I've been doing a lot of research, studying online, and decided that this is going to be the best way for me to start my gardening journey. And so I meant to take video when I went to pick out my plants today, my veggies, but of course I forgot. But I want to show you what I got. Let me just turn the camera around. Just a few things, enough for maybe 2 grow bags. Okay, so let me just adjust. Okay, so like I said, just enough for about 2 grow bags. I have some sweet potatoes that I'll be putting in 1 grow bag by themselves, and basil, cucumbers, and um, and then we got some marigolds and also lavender. My daughter wanted lavender, and so I got 1 bucket, 1 container of lavender. So yeah, that's where we're starting. 2 grow bags, and I will go from there. While I'm out here, just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like out here so far right now in my backyard. A lot of the flowers that have bloomed early spring have gone, but I hope you can see that good. But a lot of extra pots and things here. And also there's a plant here. Let me see if I can get closer. Ooh. Because if anybody knows what kind of plant that is, it looks like it may be like some type of tree. I'm not sure. I'll try to get a closer shot for this video, but if you know what kind of plant this might be, or if it's a tree, let me know. I would be very interested in knowing that. All right, so just bringing it back. So it's a small backyard. There were some really, really beautiful roses that grew in this pot and beside this pot, but they're gone now. And then over here on the side, so pretty small backyard, but enough where I can definitely learn a lot as I prepare to grow my first garden. So stay tuned. Monday, guys. So, as you just saw, my weekend gardening project went really good. All right. I got 2 pots done, two grow bags done. And so one with all sweet potatoes, 4 sweet potatoes, and the other one with with cucumbers, basil, and marigolds. So I have 3 bags left because I purchased a pack of 5. So I'm going to be doing more, of course. But today, the purpose of this video here, I'm going to try to to grow some veggies using veggies that I already have, that I purchased from the store. Okay, I saw this online and I thought, let me try it. Okay, let's see what happens. In any case, it'll be fun. All right, guys, so would you believe that my mic went dead right in the middle of this? The transmitter at the camera, that side went dead. So I'm going to just do voiceover for the remaining of the video and hopefully remember what I said. Okay, so basically I'm going to be using romaine lettuce that I purchased from the store. We eat a lot of romaine at my house. Well, my son eats it the most, but we also have 4 guinea pigs who love to have romaine for a snack from time to time. So I feel like romaine would be a good, a good vegetable to have, to plant. And I have this onion. I wanted to also try to grow an onion from this partial onion, but I won't be able to do that on camera right now because I'm supposed to let it sit out and let the outside dry a little bit. So I'll do that later on off camera and just kind of show you the results later. I'm also going to be doing celery. Now, celery is not a vegetable that we eat a lot. Actually, no one in my house likes celery except for me. And usually when I do use it, it's just to juice. So I'm going to be planting one today because that's all I have. And I may try to grow maybe 1 or 2 more. I mean, I feel like it'd be a good thing to have on hand. So yeah. And also I do mention here that I'm going to also be growing some seeds today. During Earth Day, my husband's job gave them some seed packets, and the one that he got was basil. So I'm going to be planting those seeds today as well. I love basil. I love the smell of basil. I love the taste of basil. So I feel like I cannot have too much basil. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So here I'm starting to cut the lettuce about 2 inches, maybe just under 2 inches, but yeah. I'm cutting the celery, and then I'm cutting the celery the same, about 2 inches or so from the base. And then I'll just save the stalks to juice a little bit later. Now with the celery, and what you don't see off camera here, I'm talking about my guinea pigs because they are over there going crazy right now because they know the sounds of cut lettuce. They know the sound. So yeah, they're over there really just making a ruckus right now. I wish that you could hear it, but. So I'm going to be planting this celery, starting the celery here in this bowl. So I'm going to fill it up with water, enough so that the base would be totally submerged. And I was saying here that in my research, I saw that some people used toothpicks to hold the celery up a bit. Other people did not. I don't know if there's a right or wrong, but for now, I decided to just sit it down in the water, just sit the base down. But if you're experienced with this and you know that it's better to do it the other way with the toothpicks holding it up a bit, let me know. All right, other than that, if I don't see roots starting to come out, in a few days or so, I guess I will revisit that toothpick method for the celery. But I am definitely going to be using toothpicks to hold up the romaine lettuce. So just filling up the mug enough so that the base will be totally submerged. And then using toothpicks to prop it up. And also I was mentioning here that, when I started my planting this past weekend, I didn't have a full vision for what my backyard would look like, because right now I have the current 2 grow bags. I have like a concrete patio area, and so I have the bags just sitting right there beside that area. And my backyard, it is east facing, so which is really great. Plenty of sunlight back there during the day. But I have a vision for what the backyard is going to look like and exactly how I'm going to arrange things, and I cannot wait to show you. I should be able to include include some of it in this video. You'll be able to get an idea of the vision that I had, even though all of the pots will not be, the other 3 pots won't be ready. I'll maybe do one this weekend, but like some of these vegetables here that I'm trying to grow, they may not be ready to go into the soil for a couple of weeks. It just depends. I'm gonna, keep an eye and kind of watch how they progress. But yeah, I should definitely be able to, because once the onion is ready, the onion actually gets planted directly in the soil. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that planted and get some things in that bag. But I'm really excited about kind of showing you how, my vision for how I'm going to arrange and set up my little backyard container garden. Okay, so on to planting these basil seeds. And I'm going to plant it in one of the planter cups that I purchased basil from, that I purchased the basil in last weekend. So I have the cup just over halfway filled with soil. And then I'm just I was kind of debating, when I stopped to read the packet says that I should plant the seeds, I believe it's 10 inches apart, well, I can't remember the exact measurement, but it did specify it was supposed to be a certain distance apart. Maybe it was just, I don't remember. It was 10 something, I thought. But in any case, when I was researching this last night, it said that I could just plant the seeds and then separate them once they start sprouting. So, I was kind of debating here if I should go ahead and do this, or if I should wait and just spread the seeds out in one of the grow bags to grow. But I decided to just go ahead and go for it. And hey, if they don't turn out right, it's fine. I can always try again or go and buy the plant. But yeah, hopefully these will work out good, because I do want to kind of experiment with planting from seed as well. And then I'll just, I have the seeds in there, so I'll be going outside once I'm done with this video. I go outside and I put a thin layer of soil on top, and then I water it, and I put all of these veggies in my windowsill so that they can just soak up the sun and hopefully grow. I will be back soon with a little update. Okay guys, so hopefully you can see this, but I wanted to show you, I did these on Monday and today's Wednesday, and you can already see them trying to grow up. This one is kind of small, but on this one for sure, hopefully you can see this on camera. You can see it's starting to grow a bit, and even the celery has some growth. That is so cool. I don't think that any roots are actually growing yet, so I can't, plant. I can't pot them yet, but it's really exciting though just to see the growth happening. Okay, good morning, friends. So I'm going to I was going to go ahead and do another grow bag this morning, but I realized I don't have quite enough soil. I wanted to get more to kind of raise them a little bit higher than these the first two that I did. So the onion that I was going to plant, decided I was reading that you can plant onions in ceramic pots. So I'm going to plant this in this pot because it's ready. It's nice and dried out around the outside like it needs to be. So let's get it planted and hopefully it will sprout a few buds and I can hopefully get at least 3 onions from this one. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, so listen, I planted these on Monday and today is Friday. So I just want to just show you how everything is just sprouting a bit. So it's starting to come up. Still no roots yet. It may be a while before there are actually roots and I'm able to plant them in soil. But I'm excited to see this growth, especially so quickly. I feel like every day it's a little bit more. Don't have anything yet. I'm sprouting from my basil and I added another lettuce yesterday, but yep. Okay, so this video was already way longer than what I had intended for it to be, so I just wanted to end it by kind of showing you where I am right now, just give you an idea of what my vision is for my new garden. So I wanted to, well, I have the grow bags on a pallet. Now this isn't the type of pallet that I had in mind, but it was what I could find right now. So, but it still looks great. I have a third bag that I'll be doing tonight or this evening, and then a fourth one tomorrow. And so these plants here, these extra plants will be potted or moved by then. Yeah, so I also wanted to paint it white. That was also my intention, but seeing it here, I kind of like the natural color of the wood. I think it fits perfectly. So I'm just gonna really just be on the lookout, for the type of palette that I want. But I'm happy with this for the time being. I have it on the concrete patio area here. I have a bench and 2 chairs back here. I wanted it on the ground, on the grass, but the yard is not even, and it's not something that I want to really deal with right now. So, but it fits fine right here on the patio for now. I am a bit concerned about this grow bag here, the one with the basil and cucumber. Let me just look in here. So I did not do my research in advance to find out that I wasn't supposed to get the leaves wet. And I watered it. Instead of checking to see how the soil felt, I just went by how it looked. And I probably overwatered. Well, I did. I overwatered. And so the leaves were just had this black stuff on them and they just weren't, yeah, it just wasn't good. Okay, hopefully you can see me fine. So yeah, like I said, it just wasn't good. So had to cut the leaves all the way down for the cucumbers and the basil. Pretty much cut all the leaves off. Aren't it's just not looking so good right now. So I'm going to give it another week or so to see what happens, to see if anything kind of sprouts up, maybe a new plant will sprout up. For as far as the cucumbers go. But if not, I'll just plan to just pot some more next weekend. But yeah, it's a part of the process. A little disappointed, but I know it's a process, and so it's cool. I'm still really excited, really happy about um, what I'm doing, and yeah, I know when I started my house plants, it took some time, and there were many who did not make it. So it's okay. I'm going to see what happens, and then kind of go from there. Well, thanks so much for watching me as I start this, little backyard garden. I have so many things in mind that I want to do, um, and to expand it in different ways and to add more to it. So I'll be sure to keep you in the loop, keep you up to date as I add more and as I learn more. All right, so I'll see you next time.